for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 22 coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins. Use code VENOM at checkout for 10% off. Yo, what's up guys, Venom Fire here, back with the video, and today what we're going to be bringing you guys is another coverage defense in Madden 22. You guys have been loving these practice mode videos, so I'm going to continue to bring them to you. Also, let me know down below in the comments if you would like the gameplays or the practice mode videos better. I'm trying to figure out a good split to, combine the two. So let me know which ones you enjoy better and why. But today's video, we're going to be going over the nickel 2-4-5 formation. We're going to be running a match coverage. Match defense, super tough this year if you can know how to run it correctly. So I'm going to show you guys the best things about this defense, where you have to use her, pretty much everything, the extra adjustments that you can make. We're going to be running cover 6. I like cover 6 a lot better than cover 4 quarters this year, although I might make a separate video on that because that play is tough as well. So we're going to be running cover 6. I'm in the 2-4-5. You could run out of any other formation. I would advise against like a 3-3-5 odd because you do have to flip it a certain way to run this play, but yeah, cover 6, definitely solid. Make sure you're running cover 6 and not cover 9. If you go down and you notice here is cover 9, show 2, they're just completely flipped. So you want to make sure that your slot corner is on the cover 4 side, not on the cover 2 side. Very important, and that's why I like cover 6 a lot better. For this formation, you can get safeties at linebackers. That's what you're going to do, and just come out in it with auto flip and with no coaching adjustments or no zone drops. So you want auto flip on, make sure that all your zone drops are set to default, and let's go ahead, get into it. Also, before we get into the video, I do want to remind you guys to drop a big like on this video and hit that subscribe button if you want more content to the channel. About 67% of my viewers are not subscribed. If that's you, you're watching, what are you doing? Go ahead, go down right now, pause the video, and hit that subscribe button. It shows a lot of support to me, lets me know that you guys are loving the videos and want to keep seeing more. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, now that we are out on the field, we're going to be going up against this gun bunch. Offensively, I might also audible to like a trio offset to give it kind of a trips look. This formation is very good against both formations. And I'm just going to go through the play art, talk about why I love this play a lot. And it's mainly going to have to do a lot with this soft squat zone. Soft squat, super underrated zone this year. They are super, super good, very aggressive. If you want to run man coverage, these soft squats are like better versions of man coverage. They match onto certain things. If this guy were on a drag and I motioned over like a post route, it would match onto the post route. Just an overall super good zone. It is, you'll see it in this video how good they are. Now with this zone being so aggressive, you have a hole in the defense. It's going to be the flat on the right hand side, which you can either address with your user or you can throw a zone there. We'll discuss that a little bit later. So pretty much cover 6, you have a cover 2 on the right, you have a cover 4 on the left, 2 plus 4 hence equals 6. So that's where the name comes from. If you did not know that, I'm sure most of you did. Now cover 2 is not the best this year. That's why it's very important that you run your cover 2 side on the short side of the field, so that you do not get beat on that sideline. Since you have a soft squat, you really shouldn't get beat on like a streak anyway. So it's really a lot less risky than a traditional Tampa 2 defense, especially this year. Going through the rest of the zones, again, basic cover 4, you have your quarter flat, you have your 3-rec hook, your 2 quarter zones on this left. So pretty much this side of the defense will match from Burgess to that left side. On the right side, none of these guys will match, but the soft squat is a matching zone, so he will be matching. So overall, the best player to user is going to be this vert hook. He will not match. He will play a standard vertical hook zone. So yeah, you're going to user him. I like to throw him on a blitz. So you notice the only adjustments I did was I pinched my entire defense. The way you do that, you press that R1 button down on that left analog stick to pinch the defense. That's going to pinch your defensive line, pinch your linebackers, and press your defensive backs, just like so. Now, a lot of you guys asked in the comments, why do I blitz my user? It doesn't give a speed advantage this year. It does not, but let's say I'm usering here in the middle of the field. And let's say I click off of my user, it's going to automatically blitz him towards the quarterback. Like if I see the quarterback about to scramble, I roll out, I click off of my user, then he's automatically going to rush at the quarterback. And then instead of like you click off and he sits back in coverage. It's kind of difficult to explain, but that's the reason why. Trust me, you'll probably want to do that. But yeah, so the first way we're going to do it is run it stock. We're just going to run regular verticals. If you're going up against bunch, you're probably going to face this stock verticals play a good amount. You see, we kind of lurk over on RB, kind of lurk over on Y. Pretty much everything else is defended well, but you do see that the running back can kind of sit there open. If we use the defensive line against stock verticals, it probably would be defended a little bit better. We just run it stock like this, snap the ball. You see how R1 still does get a little bit open there. So R1's probably going to be the guy you want to use her. So if you were running verticals, probably your best adjustment in this case would be to man up B on Y, or I could man up this through receiver hook on Y. So here would be probably your best bet at a defense. And you just go ahead and snap the ball. Now with this verticals play, you see how the wheel is defended well by both players. I can defend this. Y gets a little bit open, but at most that's like a 5-yard gain. And you got to take what you can. Again, they're not going to be running verticals every single play, and this defense is still very good against some of the other plays. So that would be probably your best defense. Now, other people, I run verticals like this myself while I'm that little baby out route. So if I don't want to put him in man coverage, I could put Leonard Floyd here in a hard flat. Now, you can't zone drop adjust him, so he's just going to play the traditional way hard flats play this year, which is not the best, but hard flat, so you have your soft spot that's going to match onto the vertical. Not sure if you guys were paying attention, but usually this B receiver would beat people deep. And now you see the coverage very solid. Now I want you to take a look at what that soft squat did with Jalen Ramsey. I mean, we get no pressure. Come on, Aaron Donald, you're 99 overall, right? But I want you to take a look at what Jalen Ramsey did, and this will come back for some of the other setups we go with. But take a look at Jalen Ramsey here. He's going to follow the streak, but the moment somebody comes into his zone, he's going to go back. So it's an aggressive zone, but so it's going to match onto the receiver pretty much until another, wide receiver or running back runs into his zone. Then he's going to come down. You see he comes all the way down. So you can't just leave him out there by himself because he's going to run 20 yards up the field and then drag's going to get open for 15 yards. But he is going to run usually far enough to be able to pass him onto the safety, which is completely the case right here. So it's the same way for like deeper post routes and all of the other routes as well. So let's go into a new play. Let's go to Z spot. I'll show you guys a very strong, very good Z spot setup. You're going to streak X, delay fade A, put Y on this little, out to the left. And then I like to put B on this deeper in route. So this is one of the better setups in the entire game for Z spot. I'll show you how this cover 6 defends it. So again, user this player, we're going to start out with the traditional 4-man rush, no adjustments out of the defensive line. Snap the ball. Y, he's going to get matched on. B, he is going to get matched on. Corner out defended, streak defended. You honestly don't really have to user anything because those players are defended completely, and then your user is going to shift its focus to that delay fade. So you pretty much can take away all 5 routes with no adjustments at all. One of the main reasons match coverage is so good for a lot of people is that you do not have to make any adjustments. It's a relatively adjustmentless defense. You don't have to do a whole lot. So you see how the quarter flat's going to match onto the corner route. Our 3 receiver hook's going to take that running back route. And then the soft squat is going to defend the in route. Now, it's not the best. Man coverage would beat, on an in route, would beat an in route would beat man coverage normally. So, of course, it's going to get a little bit of separation off the soft spot, even against Jalen Ramsey. But you see everything else defended very, very well. That inside quarter ends up also helping on the corner out. So, we did get bumped there. So, you see it's definitely helpful to have some extra help over the top. So, that was the first way. Let's say you run it without the motion. Or actually, I want to show you guys this cover 3 beater as well out of this play. So we're just going to block the running back. Here you go. Blocking the running back. Let's show what a cover 3 beater. Maybe he thinks it's cover 3. This is a cover 2 type of a look, but you see the coverage pretty solid. Now, you see there's a big hole in there, X, and you got to be very on top with your user when you're running defense. I'm not sure anyone would try this cover 3 beater against cover 4, but they might, especially if they know it works. So you got to be on top with your user, and that is a situation where I would be forced to run all the way back and defend that streak. It's just something you got to pay attention right when the ball is snapped. So be careful. Match is a very risky defense, but it can pay off big time. What I always say when I do these match videos is that you do not want to run this cover 6 every play. You don't want to run it every play. It might be tempting if it's working, but you got to mix up your defense. There's cover 4 beaters in the game. There's cover 6 beaters in the game. So be very careful when you're running this. It has a lot of, aggressive play style, and that in turn can give up big plays occasionally. So you want to be on top with your adjustments. Mix in man coverage if you want to. But overall, let's go into just a different type of route combo just to show some unique stuff. For this setup, pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm actually motion over this post route, go with a route combo kind of like this, just so like a max protect look. And I want you to watch Jalen Ramsey here. If all goes to my plan, he should actually end up matching onto the post route. So he sees the drag. I guess he didn't. Usually he does for this. Usually he'll motion onto the post route for the motion snap, but since I didn't motion snap it, he didn't. But then again, you see just unique routes like that. Post route gets wide open. You have to defend those deeper crossing routes. Same as the verticals play. Again, I'm going to go to the same setup. Usually when I was labbing this, if I motion snapped it, he did defend it. So we'll see. And there you see it. So now he's going to defend the post route. Obviously, if he was set, which not many people would run that setup set, not very many people run that setup at all, then it would be, defended. So, but anyways, I'm actually hop into another formation and I'll show you guys the play some more. All right, we hopped into a new formation. I'm in a trio offset. This would be played the same way out of a trips tight end. Trey Y flex, gun A slot offset. And when I was running A slot offset, someone actually ran this to defend me pretty well. So that is kind of how I got the idea for it. So again, same thing, you're going to pinch your defense. You're still going to go ahead and be using this player right here, the vertical hook. We're going to start out with like a stock verticals play. Everything is going to be defended well. This B route should be defended even better. And it is defended very well. There's a little bit of separation. That's still a very difficult pass to make. And you see overall good coverage from like a stock verticals. One of the reasons I like this play a lot is due to the fact that it defends stock plays well. And if you play a lot of this game, you'll go against those occasional guys who just run coach suggestion stock plays. It'll torch like your random defenses. You're like, how do I stop this? Just run a cover 6. More times than not, it'll defend it, especially if they don't know like cover 4 beaters. So let's go to a levels wise sail. Which do I have? Yes, I do. We're just going to streak B. Traditional levels wise sail setup. Now you see the corner out's going to get a little bit of separation, and that is normal. Corner outs usually can get over those soft squats if there is not, or if there is a running back flat. So if I run levels wise sail for whatever reason, let's say I wanted to go with something, what's the setup look like? I would streak him. Maybe I run the setup like this, which you could see. If you're getting pressure, you might run it like that. Now the soft squat should defend this corner out. Maybe because he wasn't pinched, but you see, it's not the easiest throw. There's a little bit of separation. With Gunslinger, you might be able to make that, but I could still use it. Everything else was defended pretty well. So, just another idea. Let's go into some of these other adjustments you could do. And some of the other things that you could do is I can man up a player. So I can man up the tight end. If he's burning me, I man up Leonard Floyd. You want some athletic DNs anyway. This would be the case. Leonard Floyd, he's a very athletic guy. So now levels wise sail, we streak B, snap the ball. Well, I don't know why that even happened. Usually that doesn't happen where he just blitzes and then goes into his man coverage. Also, I guess watch out for broken plays. You saw Saquon Barkley wide open down the field, but usually if you man up these D linemen, they don't do that crazy type of stuff. I don't know why, for whatever reason, he's blitzing now. Maybe it's just because it's in practice mode, but that doesn't usually happen. But you see how those in routes are defended well as well. Again, levels wise sail stock, it's defended relatively well. I could just go into some random plays as well, but overall, majority of people run bunch, so that is going to be defended. Let's go to something like this. So here's a PA post shot setup, deep crossers, all that good stuff. So we're going to snap the ball. Hopefully that running back route is defended by Jalen Ramsey, which it is. The crosser defended. And then again, the deep post, it gets a little bit of separation on that outside quarter, but the inside quarter would be able to be in a click-on situation to actually defend that himself. So overall, pretty well defended. Again, here's a look at verticals. Let's say they put him on a deeper out route, which they could do it to open up that crosser a little bit. Again, pinch your defense. That's the best way I like to run it. You see that running back route, he's defended very, very well. That out route by Evan Ingram still locked up. So overall, very good defense, but I'm sure you guys could see why you probably don't want to run it every single play. I'm sure I gave you guys a good idea because it can get beat deep. There's cover 4 beaters in the game. This game is not perfect, and it's very easy to throw the ball this year, so don't run it every single play. You can mix it in with a cover 4 quarters as well. Cover 4 quarters, I'll just show what cover 4 quarters does with like a verticals play. And with cover 4 quarters, you actually have to use the safety, but we're just running stock verticals here. You see running back route gets pretty open. We lock onto him, so you can just see it's a different type of match. It can confuse him switching between palms, quarters, cover 6. So you do want to mix all those stuff in and then go to like a cover 3 blitz, just man coverage. That's the best way to play defense, mixing up your coverage. So that would be my total advice for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video though, make sure you drop a big thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel down below. Turn on those post notifications to be notified of every single upload. Never miss an upload. And follow my socials down below in the description. Peace. I'm out of here.